Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're leaving an industrial estate on the outskirts of Paphos. We're leaving the workshop basically, and we're heading out towards Paya. And we're not going to get to Paya in this video, but if you want to know the road to Paya, you're going to see it in this video and of course in the next video. So thanks for coming back to Mr. Paul's Breakfast Club. This is the travels of Mr. Paul in and around Paphos, and one or two people do like it, so here we go. We're off on our travels. Hold on a second, my brother is calling me, so let's pull over. Live on camera, you get to see a bit of business or not. Let's see what he's got to say. He's coming alongside us now. So what does he want? There we are. The fuel light's on. Shocking. More of my money. Go to the petrol station. Unbelievable. A customer's car with no benzene in, and as usual I got to foot that little bill, but don't worry, I'll be sticking it on Mr. Fletcher's bill especially for him. So that's a little Honda HR-V, one of the greatest cars in the world, by the way. I know they're getting old, but hey, it's a brilliant car for Cyprus. And there's two German guys, Mr. Dirk, Mr. Michael. Big shout out to you and a very, very, very good morning to you, because you bought one of those off Mr. Paul, but you bought the best one in the world. There's no doubt about that. But to be fair, that one in front is actually a one owner car, and it still is, because the man doesn't want to sell it to me. He bought it brand new in the year 2001, so that's 22 years ago. It's only done 126,000 kilometres, so in English, if you're watching from England, that is, that's around about 65,000 miles. He has it serviced twice a year. Yes, you heard me correctly, twice a year. We change his oil twice a year, give it a full service every single year, and this time he's a very cautious man. He's had the cam belt changed, we did the head gasket for him, we did put a new water pump in it. What else have we done? Full service, check this, check that, had a good look around it. That car is almost as good as a new car, so it's going to run for probably another 20 years or so. He has got another car, by the way. He's got plenty of money. He's got a BMW X1 as well, which is what, 2 or 3 years old now. So, but that's the car he bought when he first arrived in Cyprus, and he's decided to keep it. And why not? Because of course, if you do live in Cyprus, often your family live in another country, and of course now and again your sons, your daughters, your grandchildren pop over to Cyprus, and more often than not, one car is not enough. So he's a wise man, and he likes to keep it in tip-top shape. Same with his X1. And he doesn't take that to BMW, by the way, he brings it to us. So if you're wondering what Mr. Paul does, we've got a car body shop and we've got a car mechanics, and we dibble and dabble in buying the odd car and selling it to Germans, because we do like our German friends, Mr. Dirk and Mr. Michael. And a very, very good morgen to you. And of course they're relocating to downtown Cyprus very, very soon, coming back in November. To enjoy the beauty and the spectacality. A beautiful area known as Paphos, and I've no doubt we'll be partying in the Paphos harbour once a month at least, that's for sure. Now, we're on the Paphos Highway, Limassol Highway to Paphos, and we're going to drop down, and you are going to get a spectacality of a view indeed, because you're going to get to see the Limassol roundabout. As we come over this crest, you get to see all across the rooftops of Midtown, Uptown, Downtown, Central Town, whatever part of Paphos you want to look at, you're about to see it very, very soon indeed. And you're going to see the beauty out into the abyss of the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. Because one thing is for sure, if you come back to the little channel known as Marika and me, now and again, you're going to get to see the blueness of the blue, blue sky, and the beauty and the spectacality of the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. And guess what? On top of all of that, if you want a little bit more blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, and he's waiting especially for you. Here it comes. All of the rooftops of Paphos are slowly but surely coming into view, and they're waiting especially for you. Paphos is a great, great place. If you're only coming for a weekend, a week, a fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your life. if you choose Paphos, you'll be making a very, very good choice indeed. Friendly people, happy people, because of course the sun is always shining, even in the middle of December and January. If you're looking for a bit of winter sun, Paphos could be that special place for you. Now, at the end of the roundabout, we are going to continue and keep on going towards Paphos. Now, I understand that my brother has turned off to the petrol station, and the question is, has he got any money in his pocket? Because he's a very, very clever young man. Well, he's not that young anymore, but he's younger than me. But he's very, very clever indeed. He's a bit like the royal family. He doesn't like to carry cash. No, he likes to spend my cash. So, here we go. You're going to see a bit of a blipper on the little channel known as Marika and me. We are going to go round the roundabout and go back up the bypass to see if he's got some money in his pocket. In fact, I tell you what, we'll pull over here and I'll phone him up, because the odds are that we won't bump into him. He'll pull in a petrol station and then he'll bugger off. So bear with me while we phone him up live on camera and see if he's got any money in his pocket. Because if he has, he can spend his own for a change instead of mine. Where is he in the call log? Let's have a look. Live on Marika and me. We're going to go and phone the Gumbaru and see what he's got to say. So bear with us. You enjoy the views of the busy roundabout in downtown Cape Paphos. This is the Limassol roundabout, by the way. There's a Porsche 911. Look at that. Hello?
Yeah.
Have you got any money in your pocket?
No.
Well, that's clever. Which petrol station you gone to? Well, I've kept going. Don't swear, because you're live on camera. I tell you what, keep on coming and come to the petrol station on the main road to Paya. That little one, on the green sign one.
After the Tomb of Kings, you mean?
Yeah, after the Tomb of the Kings. And I'll be waiting especially for you. Alright? Alright, see you in a bit. There we are. There you go. See, as predicted, that brother doesn't like to carry any money. I mean, we all know he's got some money in his pocket somewhere, because he's not stupid. Well, he actually is, but he's not that stupid. But of course, he doesn't want to spend his money. No, he only wants to spend my money. And on the note of money, if you're wondering how the channel is funded, well, it's all down and thanks to you. And we do thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. Obviously, by viewing the channel, you create 1 or 2 pennies in revenue from YouTube for us. When you hit the thumbs up, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it does tell YouTube that you like what you've seen. When you subscribe to the channel, join the channel, again, it doesn't cost you a penny, it doesn't give us any of your details, doesn't give YouTube any of your financial details, don't worry about that kind of thing. But of course, it does tell them that you like what you've seen, and then perhaps they will recommend us to more and more like-minded people like you. But if you are feeling generous and perhaps you do like what you see and you want to, well, say thank you or give us a salute, perhaps motivate us to continue to make videos especially for you. If you want a special video, it could be an anniversary video, could be a birthday video, perhaps you want me to call your cat in, I don't know, but whatever it might be, you go through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Most people have heard of this now, so it's called the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and put Marika and me on the end of it in the Google, and of course up will come our landing page. You get to see a great caricature that Mr. Hector drew of Miss Oching Booth and myself, and you get to see a great logo for the Marika and me channel, which was sketched by a superstar over in downtown Russia, and of course her name is Miss Hope, and we're loving her from the bottom of our two hearts. But anyway, Marika and me, or Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. We better stop for Andrea, otherwise she gets very, very upset. There we go. Sorry, Lady Andrea, we're going to stop especially for you. Anyway, I digress. Back to it. Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, and up it will pop. And of course, you can read the comments that other people have made and the replies, and get a little bit more information on the channel known as Marika and me. And if you choose, if you're feeling generous, you can consider to buy us a coffee or two. Obviously, it's a virtual coffee. Your money comes over the Tinternet, and we transfer it into benzene and coffee and sunglasses and all sorts of other things. And we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts, and we really, really do. Also, you can help us out on YouTube itself. Thumbs up, we just talked about that. Thumbs down, we don't really mind. Scroll across, you've got shorts, you've got downloads, and there's a little heart-shaped button with a red $sign in the middle, and that's how you make a contribution on the thanks or super thanks, to give it its correct name, if you like what you've seen. You can give us anything from $1 to $1 million. So guess what? That Rolls Royce could be coming very, very soon, especially for my superstar, the girl with a big, big place in my heart. And of course, she is Lady Anna, my superstar, the greatest lawyer in the world, and she really, really is indeed. And on top of all that, she's a judge. So if you're getting any legal wranglings with us, you've got to deal with the Rottweiler, Miss Anna, my superstar, and she's going to tear you to shreds, that's for sure. And when she's finished with you, then Ronnie Miller's going to pile in. He's the chief constable of our police on Marika and me. And after that, well, I tell you what, we're going to pass you over to the superstar Viking, all the way in downtown Denmark, and he can rip your arms and legs off. There we go. And there's one or two other superstars on the channel. They're going to eat you alive as well. Dame Anne, well, she'll probably pork kebab you and serve you up to the superstars, the legends on the channel, known as Double Trouble. They're a couple of pains. They're in downtown damp Cardiff, and of course that's Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon. And then when they finish with you, we're going to pass you over to Lord Nigel of the Big Guns, and he's going to get his beauty, oh yeah, Lady so sweet Caroline, to smother you with her memory foam pillow just before she puts her bottom on it, because the road surfaces in and around Paphos, well, they're Sherlock Holmes, that's what they are. And if you're curious to know, perhaps if you're new to the channel and you're wondering why does he say Sherlock Holmes, well, Sherlock Holmes is an early improvisation for some words that were bad by Marika, and she was going to say something like S-H-I-T and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she improvised by using the word Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock Holmes has stuck. So if something's not very good, we call it Sherlock Holmes. There we go. And if it gets worse than that, we go straight to Charles Dickens. And if it really, really is bad, we go straight to Geoffrey Chaucer. Chaucerian English, my goodness, who the hell was speaking that? Anyway, we're in Universal. I bet our chief of police, Ronnie Miller, knows exactly where he is, and there's a few other people that have moseyed on down in Universal, and we are making our way to the inner ring road, and then we're going to join the road to Paya. And of course, when we get onto that road, we'll go down Tomb of the Kings a little bit, and then, well, I'll say thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, hit the like, click, subscribe, perhaps come back for a little bit more. Mr. Paul's completed utter insanity as he drives around the battered streets of downtown Paphos in a relic of an S-Class. But hey, guess what? There's a new car coming to the channel in about a week or so. I'll be getting it. Well, subject to the man's new car arriving. That's on a ship and it's coming from the UK, and its destination, so he says, or so he's been told, isn't it, that it will arrive in Limassol somewhere around the 5th or 6th of September, so that's not far away, is it? Then it's got to get through customs, then he's got to go down with a couple of bob and pay the duty and the registration fees and those kind of things, and then he's got to get it out to there and get it back to Paphos, and probably get it plated up. Perhaps want to go and take it for a valet, because it'll be, well, out at sea for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I suppose. I mean, it wasn't swimming here, it was on a boat, obviously. And then I'll get my new car. His old car, of course, my new car, and that's going to be a Jaguar XJ long wheelbase. And, it's a nice car. He's looked after it very well, very well indeed. And hopefully I'll have a year or so of free motoring, as I bought it. How do I say it? On the cheap. I bought it. Well, I've stolen it from him at the end of the day. And he's a nice man. I've known him for a couple of years now, and in the end we came to a deal. Well, I knocked his teeth out, as he said. He said, "My goodness, boy, you've knocked my teeth out." I said, "Well, don't worry, you can afford to go and buy some new ones." Now, we're going to come out by a little supermarket. I'm not even going to try and say its name, by the way, because it's impossible for me to say its name, because I'm like a godfather. But we're on one of the link roads from Universal area to the lower street of the old town. But we're not going to the old town, we're going to go towards the left, and we're going to head down towards the Paphos Mall roundabout. So if you watch the little channel Marika and me now and again, and you rewind them and play them over and over and over to get our views up, you are going to learn your way around Paphos. So, you know, I'm not just an idiot, I am trying to teach you some things, shall we say. And if you want to go and get some flowers, perhaps if your name is Sir Neil, and there's a beauty called Miss Ali in your life, well, there you go. Philippou Flower Shop. just across the road. But of course, your favourite flower shop is the one in Paya, isn't it? The Golden Rose. But the only problem is you've got to walk uphill, so of course it's a bit sticky. But of course, going downhill it's not too bad. You can just roll down that hill, and I'm pretty sure that Lady Ali will be waiting, especially for you, blowing your kisses and making your breakfast and all those kind of things. And of course, they're coming to Paphos very, very soon, and the two dads are coming as well, and they're going to be partying on the Coral Bay Strip, especially for you. Very slowly but surely, we are getting to a road that hopefully, if you watched the channel before, you're going to start to recognise. This is the main road from the Paphos Mall roundabout up to the Old Town, and of course the road from the Old Town back down to the Paphos Mall, and we're going to take a left and go down to that roundabout. So if you wait a little bit, don't just click off just yet, and you're going to get to the Paphos Mall roundabout, and then we are going to take a right and head out onto the Tomb of the Kings Avenue. Tomb of the Kings Avenue, there's a few places on there. Oh yeah, you've got the Damon Hotel, you can turn off for the Paphos Beach Tourist Resort down on the Farios Beach, Lighthouse Beach, same beach by the way. Locals have different names for what the real names are. Of course, this is the same all over the world. So if someone says to you Farios Beach, if someone says to you Lighthouse Beach, it's the same beach. And it's a good beach, nice sandy beach. There's a nice big restaurant, cafeteria there. You can play volleyball, you can play all sorts of things and run around and cook yourself as well if you want. You can even souvla yourself if your name is Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon, and then you can eat each other. There we go, there we are. Because of course, if you're taking a bite out of one of them, you've got to take a bite out of the other one, because otherwise they wouldn't be identical twins anymore. Now, Lord Jeremy's a little scar above his eyebrow, isn't it? So when Lord Simon, oh no, it's Lord Simon who's got the scar. Well, anyway, when they both come out, I'm going to get a little knife and put that scar on the other one's eyebrow, so that they are identical. And now they're thinking, oh my goodness, they're scaring the boys. Only joking, boys, only joking. We've circumnavigated the Paphos Mall roundabout. Paphos Mall is on our right-hand side. On our left-hand side is the Roman Hotel. That's currently closed due to bankruptcy, but hopefully he'll find a couple of bob under the bed and buy himself out and start again, probably. Ben's Bar. What else have we got around here? We've got the Nostalgia Bar, we've got Pit Stop Bar, you've got the Green Corner, you've got another place down here called Thomas's Jungle Pub, and I know there's two people getting very, very excited indeed. Oh yeah, Baron John and Baroness Louise, I'm thinking of you. And of course you're coming to town very, very soon indeed, and you'll be chuchka dancing from your apartment just over yonder to the right. So all of these little watering holes, pit stops coming up. You've got McDonald's down here as well, Mamma Mia's, you've got a Chinese restaurant, a Thai restaurant. Oh my goodness, you're going to have the time of your life, that's for sure. And if we're lucky, hopefully you'll come and join us for a toddy or two in the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour. This is Tomb of the Kings Avenue. The Paphos Damon Hotel is on our right-hand side. And then across the road to it over there, the smaller building on the right, is the King's Hotel. Now, you've heard that name before. I'm pretty sure you have, because it's a King's restaurant in the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour. And guess what? They're the same people. Yes. Let's take a left and go down here, and let's finish this video with a spectacality of a view indeed. I mentioned the Farios Beach, I mentioned the Lighthouse Beach. Well, guess what? That's where we're going, because they finished all the car park and they finished a lot of improvements in this area. So if you've not been here for a while, you're going to be shocked, and you really, really are. The new coastal pathway for the Lighthouse Beach area is almost open. Then you, oh, so sweet. Get your bottom on a memory foam pillow, but just before you do, pour a tot or two for the superstar known as Lord Nigel of the Big Guns, because that's a bit of a rough road, isn't it? There we are. Come on, let's go and have a look. Stick with us. I promise you, you're going to get a view quite simply to die for. We don't want to die alone. Oh no, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe. Paddle like crazy. Let's all die together. Do you remember that, lady? Oh, so sweet, Caroline. Those are your words, and you got a big place in my heart, along with Nigel and of course, along with Miss Ellie and the rest of the family. Oh my goodness, what's going on there? Someone's sprinkler is not just sprinkling their garden, it's sprinkling my Mercedes. But hey, it's a bit dirty today. I don't know if Lady Ali's noticed, but we're going to have to go to a car wash, because not only is the back end rather scruffy, but the front end is a bit dirty as well. Look at that. Eh? That's an improvement, isn't it? Nice bit of car park. People who know the channel understand that this was potholes from absolute hell. But anyway, look at that for a view. It's the kind of view that takes your breath away. The blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. All that's missing is you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to sit here a bit longer, to be honest, because that's what life is all about. Calmness, tranquility and beauty, all rolled into one. Thanks for watching.